The pandemic has turned much of Bay Area downtowns into ghost towns. Many people still working from home and offices are sitting empty. A San Francisco artist, though, decided to turn the idea of a ghost town into a harmless prank. Danielle Baskin temporarily put this Spirit Halloween sign up over Google's San Francisco office sign. She's here now to talk with us about this. Danielle, a pretty funny joke here that you're trying to play. What exactly prompted you to go ahead and do something like this?
Yeah, there's a lot of vacant real estate and Spirit Halloweens are emerging. They usually come into like strip malls or sort of like dying industries. And I thought, oh, perfect. I will turn the Google headquarters into a Spirit Halloween. I happen to, also be a sign maker. So I did the prank in about a day and got a bunch of friends to help out. And we pretended to work at Spirit Halloween and be part of the load-in crew.
That's so funny. I really just, over the last couple of days, I drove down 101 the other day and saw the first Spirit Halloween sign that I had seen, in a while. So pretty funny that you decided to do this. So you say you work with signs and whatnot. Have you been, oh, I see. Have you been,
I made this.
Have you been contacted by Spirit Halloween before to like make signs for them previously? Did you already have the print?
No,
okay.
I mean, I make signs mostly for pranks. I used to have a sign making company years ago, but I still have all my equipment.
Ah, okay. Why did you pick Google as your target?
They have a really accessible sign. I could have done the Twitter building, but their sign is like, up on the 8th floor. I would have had to get in the building. Google has like a perfect 10-foot by 5-foot sign that's sort of by the sidewalk. I thought there would be a lot of pedestrians and traffic on Embarcadero that would see it.
Yeah. So, I mean, what happened after you installed this? It's a pretty harmless prank, obviously, but Google's a pretty large company with, I would assume, security guards there at the building. Talk to me about what happened once you did put it up.
Yeah, so we were there for 2 hours. I thought that it would be taken down pretty quickly. Security actually passed us and didn't really notice what we were doing, weirdly enough. It did take 2 hours, and I think the building property manager saw it. The sign was taken away while I was being interviewed by SF Gate, so I stepped away and my friends had left. But when we were there, we had the construction signs. We were very confident. We appeared like we knew what we were doing. So, no questions asked. It was a Spirit Halloween, and I think we didn't even trick it. I mean, people thought it was real. People asked us when we were opening.
Oh, that's so funny. Because you're right. Those stores do just kind of pop up here and there and in the most random spots, every single year. Have you gotten a response from Google at all since the pictures and videos have now kind of circulated online?
No, Google hasn't reached out to me, but, Google employees have messaged me saying they really appreciate the prank, and Spirit Halloween responded to my tweet with positive feedback. So I think, no one was upset by this. It was a harmless joke. It was fun for my friends. But I also did want to point out there's a lot of empty real estate in San Francisco. I mean, even in a sort of becoming a post-pandemic world, I think a lot of these buildings will remain empty.
Oh, 100. I mean, even once people start going back to the office, because I do feel like a lot of companies are toying with the idea of, part-time working in the office. For sure. It really is. And that's some prime real estate, like you said. I know we spoke with you earlier this year when you launched the Blue Check Homes. Talk to us about that project. How did it turn out?
Oh, so I got 800 applicants. For context, I made a joke about creating a blue checkmark badge, like a verified badge, as a plaster crest that would be put on people's homes who are official, authentic figures. And I got around 800 applicants. I narrowed down the list to 50 and have begun interviews. No urgency on this project, but I do plan on choosing one recipient for the blue check plaster crest. So I will keep you posted on that.
Very cool. If someone was to ask you how you would describe your art and what you want to put out there in the world, what would you say to them?
I say I'm a situation designer, or performance artist, or prankster too. That works. But I like, my jokes to have a high level of interactivity, and I like when people just, start talking to each other. So.
Yeah, which you clearly did here with the Spirit Halloween Google prank. It was pretty funny. Danielle, thanks for joining us. We'll talk with you soon.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.